Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's have another round of applause for our robot star. I feel very nervous being up here with so many very expensive products, and I want to stay safely behind. Please can we welcome to the stage Rocky from Robosen, who's going to come and talk to us about these robots.
I'm the General Manager of Robosen for Europe. Nice to meet you all.
Okay, so Rocky's got a presentation and a lot of very interesting information about these robots, both past and future. So yeah, take it away.
Okay, so we've got a few more slides to share with you. So maybe you have seen us from on offline event, Comic-Con or social media, but there will be something you haven't seen before. So I would like to take this opportunity to show you in this TF Nation. Start with this one, because I really like this one. Thanks for the TF Nation team. They make this video for us. Taking a long time for us to develop. For Robosen, we call ourselves as a robotics for family, for home entertainment and education as well. And we have been spending this R&D more than 16 years already. So we've developed machinery, all this algorithm, and even the material is made by developed ourselves. So when you imagine this robot, it's not big, it's very small, and also we have to control the weight and this balance, all these things. And you just find out you cannot buy any, we cannot source any wheels or any material on the market. Then we decided to do it ourselves. So basically our scientist team in China, we just started to do the foundation of the R&D to find out what sort of material we should use to make that components. And obviously, you know us from Hasbro, from Transformer, yeah, because we have the partnership with Hasbro and later on with Disney as well. So we have the Buzz Lightyear, we have the Optimus Prime, we have Bumblebee, all these characters, and we have more collaboration with different brands later. And just telling some of the basic things, yeah, obviously all this robot, we can use the voice to control, we can use the app to control. And also, all these things is why it is for family, and because anyone, not only the little one, but also anyone who like technology, who like to learn some programming, you can use the block base, you can use the manual control, also even voice command, you can use to the programming as well. And even now we are developing the PC programming. So basically with these four programming modes, you can enjoy the most of the creative. Last year, maybe you have seen us in the BBC Click, and then we have been selected as like a Christmas special gift before the Christmas Eve. So you can still find us on BBC News and YouTube channel. And I have some video to show you, which is when we first launched our Optimus Prime, and you can see all the reaction from the people.
Hey, Optimus Prime. Come on, fire. Yeah, but this is so cool. This is the coolest thing I have ever seen. That was cool. Greatest transformer and greatest version.
So, just a bit of history when we first collab with Hasbro. So, from the 2019 July, so we finalized the intention, and then our first launch actually in the American. So, it was April 2021. That was the day the world first see the world first robot with the power channel, and then later on the year we also launched the trailer as well. This is just the beginning. And later on this year, we also launched this Rise of the Beast, which is our signature series, which is slightly different other series. It's from the movie, from the Rise of the Beast movie, and also we make it all the detail close to the movie, and also even the soundtrack, all the lines is coming from the Peter Cullen sound from the movie. And Bumblebee as well, we just launched it. And one more is Grimlock. So everyone is asking for Grimlock. So he's here. So I will go show you later after this. If you stay and hear my presentation later, I will show you the Grimlock. And this is very, I like it. It's just on the first week when we launched Grimlock, and someone already created his own content. I really like this video. It's just one of the users, he had two robots, and then he started thinking about make some social media content by themselves. So this is something we are very happy, and we also encourage if people can use our robot to do more things. So this is talking about the user connection. So what happened is we have, you can see the background where when every people like the unbox and other things, but the most important thing is you enjoy the robot for a long time. I picked these three from TikTok, which is more than millions views in the past. So it's all created by the user who buy the Robosen product. So which is the home of the Takaratomi. So, but you will see this.
Do? いきます。
Optimus Prime just so busy for doing all of these things. Maybe next time he can join the Oscar. Yeah, so with all of these, we have in our statics is more than, well, there's two things. One we call PGC, which is professional generated content, which is the action created by Robosen. So our product team will sometimes will generate some new content. So far it's already more than 180,000 downloads from our data center. And the other thing is the UGC. This is the most important. From TikTok, from what the video you just watched, that's the user generated content. So now it's have more than 500 million views from the internet. Woo! So from Hasbro data, which is whether it's unofficial or official data, they think we have 300,000 Transformer fans global. But from any of these Robosen video, we have more than a billion views. And also, if you search Robosen Optimus Prime, this topic is already can generate more than 1 million search from the internet. We're not stopping here, but we also want to show you something behind, because this is something you never seen before. And now just in this forum, in this event, I want to show maybe it's just getting too nervous. Oh, we're not.
Shut up and take me out of John Cubes.
Okay, so this is Grimlock. It takes us, so if you compare with Optimus Prime, he has everything more than Optimus Prime, so including 19 step of transform. Hey, Grimlock?
Yes, we know.
Hey, Grimlock? Hey, Grimlock?
Yes, we know.
Convert. Convert.
It's extinction time.
Hey, Grimlock? Hey, Grimlock?
Yes, we know.
Attack. Hey, Grimlock.
Yes, we know.
Happy birthday.
Grimlock wish you a happy birthday.
stand in the downstairs. It's downstairs on the other side.
Yeah.
So yeah, just come and see the Grimlock. So I think I have one more thing to show. Yes. So this is something we've been spread around the world, and then we've been different countries. So just a quick video about how we did in the global. This was in the London Comic Con. Robotics in the world. Just one thing I want to show you is it's Transformer TF Nation, but however, anyone recognize this? Do you know? Anyone? Raise your hand.
Everyone shout it out.
Macross Plus, the VF119.
Yeah. You know who is the person behind? So it's Kawamori. Yeah. Yes. So this year in May, there's an announcement. So this gentleman will be our Robosen product imagination partner. So he will work with us to develop the future product. So he's well known to some of the cartoon before, even the early Transformer Diamond flagship series, and also his famous product is this Macross, and we got his interview as well.
皆さんこんにちは、アーモリです。ちょっと今日は喉の調子が悪いんですけれども、よろしくお願いします。本来であれば、モスクさんの発表会に直接伺ってお話ししたかったんですけれども、スケジュールの都合で行けなかったので、こういう形で、コメントさせていただきます。たびヨボセさんと一緒に新しい AI ロボットの創作に立つので、とても嬉しく思っています。モスケさんは、これ見ても分かるように、素晴らしい変形の技術やモーショニング技術、それから、AI の使い方など、どれも素晴らしい技術をリーズナブルな手に取りやすい価格で実現していることが本当にすごいと思いました。こうして一緒にできることは本当に嬉しいです。私は今までもいろんなロボットや AI のアイデアを考えてきました。でもなかなかそれを実現できる、パートナーが見つからなかったんですけれども、今回、モセゲさんと、プロダクトイマジナリーパートナーとして一緒に新しい AI ロボットを開発していける、AI ロボットコンテンツを開発していけることをとても楽しみにしています。皆様よろしくお願いいたします。
So that's, one of the creators of the history of Transformers, who's created various characters, and I believe also the jet plane Valkyrie, who was also involved in the jet fires.
So yeah.
You want to tell us about that?
So we have many ideas at the moment. So will be one of these. So maybe you can ask a few more detail. Question?
I understand that he was involved in designing the plane that Jetfire's based on. So it just gives you the scope of his involvement in Transformers, and I'm personally very excited to see what he can bring working with you guys going forward.
Oh yeah, so that's the, well, although there's so many secret behind, but what we're aiming to is grow our product line into different series, or not only Hasbro, but also other brand and other IP. So you can see the Buzz Lightyear, which is Disney. Also later on, we might also getting collaboration with Gundam, maybe Marvel, maybe Star Wars, maybe. So all these are the new brand we are. If you like it, we like it. So we're trying to make something happen.
Awesome. I appreciate you can't tell us all of the secrets of what might come in the future, but can you give any clues about what other characters, to do with Transformers specifically, people could expect to see?
Well,
Any hints?
it's very difficult to tell. I would like to listen if the next Transformer, what Robosen trying to make, which character you like the most?
Soundwave.
Well,
Soundwave.
I'm hearing a lot of sound waves. That would be cool.
Soundwave with a Bluetooth speaker.
Yes!
Our character.
Take my money.
Shut up and take my energon cubes!
Awesome. Any idea of a timeline on that?
I'll just keep an eye out for now. Social media, tell you more.
Wow, okay, awesome. And as we saw from the videos you showed of some of the early development, we saw a few other characters. Are they options we might see in the future?
Yeah, well, if you recognize some of the early very prototype, so you can imagine what we can do, right? The green one?
Scrapper.
Awesome stuff. Okay, well, we'll see. Does anybody have any questions from the audience? Do we want to try and get some? Got a few. Could we get a microphone down here, Justin? Yep. And just in the meantime, I've got a question. Can you briefly tell us, how do they transform? Like, what is the magic behind making them transform?
Yeah, so there is we call the main board in the robot, so it can detect all the status. So basically, there is a number of servo motor which is running on this different connection. So we can detect all the speeds and also the weight of the balance of the robot in different parts, and all will transmit to the main board of the robot. And then there is an algorithm to calculate what the status of the robot. If you familiar with Robosen product, if you just lie down the robot, it can stand up automatically because there's a gyro inside the robot. It can detect the balance of the robot. Yeah.
Nice. Very cool. Okay, we've got a question down here.
Considering the properties you've achieved with Robosen, ever considered collaborating with Osamu Tezuka to create stuff like Astro Boy or Pluto album?
Good question. So it depends. Really depend on the brand, whether they're open or not. Because some brands, they are very conservative. They want to own the IP license and also the character as well. So when you step into the robot, we also need to think about whether it's fitting the robotics side. Also, it's also because it will become always we call it from screen to reality. So from the screen, how the character looks like, it must be the same. And so, but if it doesn't look like this, then we need to be very careful about this. But this is always, we work with the brand to think about whether this character is suitable to bring to as a robot type. Yeah.
Great answer. Okay, got a question in the middle.
Yes, is this working? So, if you're going to be doing some more Transformers, which we hope, are you going to maybe consider doing a competition like a fan vote? So fans can vote for the next one you might want to release, so we can all vote for Soundwave.
So would you consider like asking the community who, like getting a vote on who the most popular character would be? Is that something that the company would consider?
Yeah, because obviously we would like to make the next, which is the most popular. So the most vote, like obviously, that will be taking priority for us. We can try to maybe we do a social media campaign or do a survey and see how's the reaction from the global, which character is the most, yeah.
Awesome. Okay, we've got loads more questions. Keep your hands up high and just, okay, we got one there, perfect.
In regards to Gundam, would you be looking to make a transformable robot?
Well,
If you were making Gundam, would you make transformable Gundam?
so Gundam, I can recognize just a few more can transform, right? So it's the Z Gundam, is it? Z Gundam, they can transform. Yeah, so it depends. So which one is the most popular one, and maybe people would like the early Gundam, not the Z Gundam yet.
Cool. Got a question over here.
Hi, you mentioned that your in-house team have developed some of the materials. Does that mean that they'd be readily available, for example, if someone broke a part of their Optimus Prime or their Grimlock, is it possible to get replacement parts?
Oh yeah, so what I would say always to our support.robosen.com, so our team is looking after all the questions and requests. If there's any like spare parts or anything, just email us, and of course we can try to arrange any replacement or repair. Yeah.
Great, got a question at the front, and then we'll come down here afterwards, just in here.
Hi, so you mentioned Peter Cullen does the voice of Optimus Prime. Who does the voice of Grimlock? Is that Greg Berger?
So you can hear, is it from him or not? Yeah. We have, unfortunately we didn't bring this, but we actually have his signage version. So he signed a couple of these for us as well. So, yeah.
Great. Question at the front?
Hi. Just in case you were to hypothetically do the Constructicon that we've saw in the test videos, would you then do a full Devastator as well, or is that very out of the reach?
So the question was, we saw a Constructicon in your Frimo videos from a few years ago. If you were to do the Constructicons, could a combiner such as Devastator be a possibility?
Well, at this stage, just can't tell, but nothing is impossible for us. Yeah.
I think there will be a lot of popular. Would we be keen for a combiner?
Yeah.
You feed that back. Different. Take it back, Rocky. Feed that back. Okay, got a question here. Yeah.
Yeah, hi. So on the Optimus Prime, what was the biggest challenge you had when you were developing Optimus Prime?
The biggest challenge, yeah. The biggest challenge is when we become, let's say we think it's quite neutral when we're doing a walking prepare the robot, but when we think about transform, and then we need to be authentic from the 1980s cartoon, but just found out it doesn't realities. It doesn't. So basically, what they transform in the cartoon doesn't make logical in terms of science. So if you completely follow, it just cannot transform. So we have to have compromise. So we have tried to make it more close to the cartoon, but still need to make it more logical to transform. Yeah.
Yeah, good answer. Okay, I can't see another question here. Yeah, perfect.
More of a technical question around the batteries. Where the hell have you put them? And secondly, how long do the batteries last?
So with a full charge, you can have 1 hour play with that. And then if an empty battery, you charge about 2 hours. So yeah, something like this.
Yeah, perfect. Another one at the back.
You mentioned that the hardware on this was very specific. When it comes to the AI powering it, and especially for stuff like voice recognition, how specific and how much of that was developed in-house?
So at the moment, still in very early stage, we will try on the, if you recommend the K1, the black one, our Robosen own character, we possibly will try on our own character first, and then they give, if that makes difference or that makes more better customer experience, then we will try to see, try on some other characters later on. Yeah.
Great. Question down here.
Why did you want to make it?
Why did you want to make?
You mean make a transformer or make a robot?
Make the transformer.
Okay. That was, when I introduced the founders, introduced the teams of Robosen. You remember, robotic scientists, geeks, and AI science. Yeah, that's the time. So our founders, they are a big fan of transformer. So he have a big room by himself with all the transformer characters, Gundam, all the collectible things. So it was his dream and also it's the team's dream. So everyone joining Robosen have a dream about this transformer. That's why we always keep priorities to making transformer. So from Optimus Prime to Bumblebee,
Awesome. Well, we're very glad that they decided to make these two. So, okay, we've got another question at the back.
As far as I'm aware, there are questions in human evolution about how our spines and hips evolved with bipedalism. Have you been approached by academics in the field of human evolution? It feels like you've probably solved the questions they've been battling with for ages.
I'm not quite sure. It's a funny question. So maybe we can think about it later. Because in the UK or in the Europe, we haven't get in touch but maybe in the US or in Asia, maybe we have.
Okay, question over the left.
Hello. If you were ever to do Megatron or Shockwave, what would they turn into considering the rules regarding toy gun laws?
Oh, good question.
How do you think? You think gun or tank? Which one is better?
What would you rather have? You'd rather have tank?
Yeah, tank you can drive around. With gun, maybe someone need to hold it.
He just falls on his side. I mean, we know what happens when Megatron turns into a gun, right? Someone else has to shoot him, so... It's a good question, then. Okay, where's one? Here we go. Go to that.
Okay, so the tagline for Transformers is robots who can think and feel. So are you considering integrating large language models like GPT-4 or something more advanced or Llama to enable these robots to perform very complex, long task series with voice command, or even have entire conversations? Like, for example, you have an Optimus Prime who, he can dance, but he can also, bring you maybe small items or keys or things like that, and you can have a very deep conversation about politics or something spiritual.
Wow.
So do you want a butler or a therapist? What are we after here? Sorry, go ahead.
Good imagination. Well, at the moment, not only Robosen, but I think so many companies doing gadget, doing technology, they thinking about integrating ChatGPT. But however, there's a big thing is about, in particular in Europe, you have GDPR, you have all this privacy control. So until ChatGPT, OpenAI can fix this problem, give people confidence, then we can try to integrate. Because we don't want to have a spy at home, right? So actually, Grimlock is watching you and listening to you for a long through ChatGPT, not us, right? So, but this something is very third-party thing. One day OpenAI or any other company have like a Europe Trust platform, then we can think about it.
Awesome. Okay, got a question in the middle, and then we'll come over to you guys.
It's a single of your student of G1. Have you considered over here? I've seen the other G1. Have you considered doing any other sort of toy lines like Beast Wars or the Unicorn trilogy in the same format you're doing these G1 characters?
Well, we have time. We have time to develop, obviously. It's just about, you're thinking about launch 10 robots in a year, or you're going to launch 10 robots in 3 years. For us, it just takes time to develop,
Great. Okay, got one at the back.
I just want a question about the other Dinobots. Is it ever going to be a possibility that we might see more?
More Dinobots.
More Dinobots. Yeah, so, well, let's take the logic. For Autobots, we have Optimus Prime, then we have Bumblebee. So for Dinobot, we have Grimlock. So who will be the next?
Who would you pick next? Who's the next? Snarl?
Oh, okay. I take the notes.
Okay, got a question at the front?
I had to go out because there's my body decided I needed to do, so I may have missed this if you can mention it. Are you going to do the Bayverse with the flame patterned Optimus at any time? Is there any plans to do that? Because you've got Rise of the Beast version, you've got the G1.
So you've got the Rise of the Beast version and you've got a G1 Optimus. Will there be any plans to do like classic movie Optimus
2007
with the flames?
Movie Optimus.
Oh, okay. It depends. Yeah. So yeah, as I say, so all this is for the time being. We will try to make it happen. It depends. So if we can make 10 robots a year or 10 robots for 3 years, so it's always for the time being. You just wait for us, and then we do the character one by one.
Yeah. Great. Okay, I think we've got time for one more question, if that's okay, and then we'll have to wrap things up. Yeah, over here.
And if you're going to make more G1 Transformers with Starscream, it may actually be a problem because he's a jet and he flies. So is there any? It's an advanced robot. So would there be any chance to install propellers inside the wings for it to be able to hover or fly?
These guys are magic, guys. Why would you doubt them?
So, well, as I say, in Robosen, yeah, nothing is impossible. So, talking about flying robot, have you seen our Buzz Lightyear?
Have you seen the Buzz Lightyear?
So you can come down and you can go over to see our Buzz Lightyear. So Buzz Lightyear with a standing holding it, he can fly. And also there's a jetpack with the Buzz Lightyear. So that is the first robot we have made happen already.
Wow. And there we were thinking that Buzz Lightyear wasn't relevant to us, but he may hold the key. Awesome, great questions. Okay, we're going to have to wrap things up ahead of our next panel. Can we give a big warm thank you